Hello everyone, welcome to the House of Fi. It is that time again to get our monthly budget out, and so this is our October 2020 budget with me. And what I'm hoping for is that we can work with this budget this month. We're going to have less money coming in for October, but we have a couple of expenses that we need to take care of as well. So I'm crossing my fingers that we can make this work and not have to draw from our savings, even if just a few $100s this month. So we'll see, fingers crossed. So stick around for about 6 seconds and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I am Wendy, and I'm one half of the House of Fi podcast, and we are glad you are here. On this channel, we are all about helping moms and dads save more, spend less, and build wealth. And one of our best, by far, tools that we have to help us in our journey to financial independence is our budget. And so that's why I do these videos, so that you can have an example of what a budget looks like and you can choose the type of budget that works best for you. I use a spreadsheet. For simplicity's sake, I can just save as every single month and tweak here and there when I need to. But lots of other people prefer doing handwritten budgets. But in this video, we are going to be using a Google Spreadsheet to do our budget. So let's dig right into October. I'm going to be bringing up my screen now. All right, if you are new here and have not seen my spreadsheet budget before, you'll see here that I have blacked out our actual numbers for income, but I do leave the totals, and it is going to be around a little over $9,000 a month this month. Curtis is doing distance learning as well, and so some of his hours that he would normally have on a paycheck for like lunch duty and in-school service sorts of things aren't there anymore. So we are making our budget work on less. All right, so normally our rent is $33.78, but this month it is for this month and one more month it is going to be less than that, because we did some repairs out of our own pocket and the landlord is reimbursing us for that. So our rent is going to be $3,112. We are now renting, so we don't have anything like that for HOA dues. We are going to be putting some gravel in the back on the dog run for where our dogs go potty, so that they don't potty on the grass. We're pretty OCD about our grass. We do like it to be nice and lush and green, and when the dogs poop and pee on it, it's really kind of hard to do. So we have a dog run on the side of the house for them, and they prefer when it has gravel. They just won't go on it if it's just like dirt. So picky dogs. All right, and then the next thing, we don't have any taxes or other insurance besides insurance I'll list below. Our electric, I'm going to pay out of this second check, and I'm going to estimate it at $50. We're back to a normal bill. We do have solar on this house, and so it offsets our what our normal electric costs would be for a family of our size. I'm gonna do $228 for water. That's about what it was last month, and it's high right now because we are watering the grass. And the cell phone, I'm gonna estimate at $340. Internet, we know, is gonna be $60, and then no other figures for our 4 walls. The 4 walls are what it takes to keep our house afloat in a month. So now we're going to come down to transportation. What we have in here is our car insurance, which is a set amount, and we know what it is. It's $287.82. We still have a little bit to go on Kurt's motorcycle, so that's $400. And then for fuel, we're gonna put in $100 next week because we have gas right now and we're not driving anywhere, so that should be fine. All right, I put all of my business expenses on my Capital One card to get cash back, so we're gonna do $300 now and $300 on the next check. And then all of our loans are postponed right now. That's gonna be up soon though. I need to check on that, so we need to get ready. And then IRS, again, we have been trying to get that payment down to $330, but I can't get hold of a person and it's still not coming out. So I'm still gonna allot it so that we're prepared when it does come out. I have Kurt's motorcycle in 2 spots. It is not supposed to be there. There we go. All right. Now, here are the remaining expenses. These are mostly discretionary spending, meaning that it's expenses that are more of a variable expense, and I'm gonna split them up between the different paychecks that we get a month. For Kurt's paycheck, we get paid once a month at the end of the month, so I count that as the first of the month. And then we get a smaller check about the 7th of the month, and then our children reimburse us for car insurance and cell phones, and those are the 2 other smaller amounts that you see there, as well as a little bit of income from myself. So let's see here. We've got $200 in groceries there. We're gonna do $360 there. We're gonna do $100 there, and we're gonna do 0. In an upcoming video, we're gonna go ahead and look at September's budget and compare what we budgeted to what our actual numbers were, and I know we go over. So we're gonna try and really tighten our belts this month. We're not getting rid of pizza night, but I think we are gonna tone it down quite a bit, and that's why these are reduced now here. We don't have cable. We do Hulu and Netflix, and my niece gives us half of that money, so that's some of the money up on top as well. And then dog food, I order through Chewy. My dog is an albino and he has allergies, so I order my food through Chewy every 3 weeks, and this month it just happens to only come one time because we are all set. Now, the personal expenses, my salon has opened back up, and I'm so happy to be able to get my toes done. It's something that I do for myself. I really don't do anything else for myself, so that will be fun to get back to doing that. Let's see what's left here. All right, we have our life insurance, and again, that is a set dollar amount, $176.68. And then Kurt, we're gonna do, Kurt is gonna have some things he needs to pay for his teaching licensure. And then the kids allowance is $115. And these, what I'm going to put in the savings, I'm going to target these amounts. These may have to get adjusted as the month goes on, but for right now, these are my goals for the month, and we're going to have to adjust these in a second anyway, because I have some extra expenses that we're going to need to put in. Uh-oh, where did I? Okay, let's see here. 147. And all right, so I'm missing $150. We operate on a zero-based budget, and so what that means is if you look at these totals, this total down here takes what we get in income less the total for the expenses in this column. This should be a 0. It means that I did not put in something somewhere. Let's see what I am missing. Groceries. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is right there. Car registration. That is something that is, let me show you this other column on the side. So what I do is if I know we have large expenses upcoming, I will put them over here so that I remember that they're upcoming. And these yellow ones are ones that we've already paid. This one is recurring, and then this is just something that I wanted to start adding in, is to start dividend investing with Robinhood. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's just a reminder. Here's another reminder as well to reduce our rent, which we've already done. Here is a nice big payment that's coming due in November. I won't pay that out of this budget. I will pay that out of our rental property account. So, but I'm just reminding myself right there. So here we go. Here's some of the expenses that I need to add back in. And as it stands right now, we do not have the extra funds for it, because if I do 150 there, as you can see, this is almost exactly a zero-based budget except for a few cents, which if I wanted to really be picky, I could put that in the savings. Okay, so we have taken care of this. I forgot to add the gym, so that's going to go in our other expenses somewhere under health and fitness. We're going to put that right here, $13.87. And I did not add anything for medical, which is typically our medicine. And I'm going to put that at $50. And what else did I forget to add back in? Okay, my husband is golfing, and so we're going to put a special, let's see, it's not going to be his personal money. That's more just other stuff he wants to do. Where are we going to put it? I could put it right here. Other expenses. Kurt's golf money. All right, and we decided that that was going to be $120 a month. $120. All right, so now if we go back down here, we will see that since it's a running total, this tells us exactly how much we need to reduce. And I think where I'm going to reduce it is in my either my savings or my dividend investing. I would really like to keep the dividend investing at about $150, because there's a couple of funds that I like to buy that are just under that, so I can buy exactly one share. So let's see if we put this at, what happens if we just take that out? Okay, that gives us 353 extra. So what if I do 350 there? What happens? There we go. All right, so if you just tweak a little bit, you'll see that you eventually get to where you're as close to zero as you can be. So we're putting a little less in our savings than I wanted to, but that's still a good amount. 753 there, as well as 1, 2, 3, about 455, 460 into dividend investing. So over $1,000 a month, which I think for our budget is pretty good. We're at about a 30% savings rate right now. Kurt is taking out $1,800 from his check plus another $800 for his pension fund. So I think we're in good shape as far as how much we're saving. Now, this is a tight budget though. I've reduced our food expenses, our food costs to $500, $600, $660, and then adding back in the dining out, 7, 8, so maybe 880 total. So for a family of 7 and 6 of them have a Y chromosome, we'll see how that works. we're gonna cross our fingers. I may have to dip into our savings this month, but we're gonna give it a good go. All right, guys, well, I hope that you get something out of these budgeting videos. Everyone budgets differently. You know, some do it on apps, some do it on paper, some are like me and like to do it on a spreadsheet. So there's tons of resources out there depending on what works for you. Even when you go over budget, which I've been doing a lot lately, but even when you go over budget, imagine how much worse it would have been had you not had a budget and had not been trying to be intentional about spending your money. So they're super important. I hope you find them helpful, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you find it helpful, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye.